Hello everyone, myself Priyadarshini, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Biotechnology, JJ College of Arts and Science. Today I'm going to discuss about the overview of the eukaryotic cells. These are all the content in which we are going to see about the introduction, characteristic features, structure and the diagram with examples. First, let's see what is eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus enclosed within the nuclear membrane and forms a large and a complex organism. Here, eukaryotic cells are well-developed cells, that is advanced cells when compared to that of the prokaryotes. Example for the eukaryotic cell is protozoans, fungi, plants, animals. First, protozoans are unicellular actually. It has a cilia for locomotion and it has a layer which is called as pellicle that provides support to the cell. These are all things are all for protozoa and fungi. Fungal cell wall is made up of chitin. Some fungus have holes called septa through which the organelles and the cytoplasm which passes through them. And plants. Plants is made up of uh, plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, provides support to the plant, has large vacuoles which have maintained the tubular pressure, and it contains a special organelle called chloroplast. And the animal cells. Animal cells, they do not have cell walls. Instead, they all have cell membrane. It has the ability to perform phagocytosis and phagocytosis. In animal cell, a special case is here is phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means cell eating and phagocytosis means cell drinking. And the characteristic feature of the eukaryotic cell. In the first slide itself, we have seen that eukaryotic cell have a nucleus that is well developed nucleus which has a nuclear membrane, and the cell has a mitochondria. Flagella and cilia are present. By means of flagella and cilia, the eukaryotic cells will move. The cell wall is made up of its outer thickermost layer, and here the cell dividing by the process of mitosis. Eukaryotic cell contains cytoskeletal structure. Cytoskeletal means it's like a backbone to which the organelles are fixing to that of the skeleton, and the nucleus contains a single linear DNA which carries all genetic informations. These are all the characteristics of eukaryotic cell. Structure of the eukaryotic cell. First of all, let's see the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane separates the cell from the outside the environment. It consists of a specific embedded proteins which helps in the exchange of the substance. First, they have discussed about the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane that gives the support and it prevents or it will allow the entry and the exit of the substance inside and outside of the cell. And the cell wall is very rigid. Rigid means the structure will be strong. It provides shapes to the cell and it helps in cell to cell interaction, and cell wall that acts as a protective layer, and the cell wall that composed of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins and proteins. These are all the things. First the cell wall will present and then the plasma membrane. Cell wall is mainly for gives the shape and the protection to the cell. The cell wall which involves in the cell to cell communication. Cell to cell communication means some receptors will be present in the surface of the cell. The cell that will communicate with the another cell by means of that receptor. So the cell wall plays a major role in the cell to cell communication, like hormonal signaling, etc., and by means of drug receptor interactions, all this happens in the cell wall. Plasma membrane, sometimes the plasma membrane will be of semi permeable, it will be impermeable and selective permeable also. Semi means it will be allowing only certain things to enter into the cell. Likewise, impermeables, it will not allow any toxic substance, it cannot able to enter into the plasma membrane. Selective permeable means it will be allowing only some compounds or some minerals can be entered into the cell. So plasma membrane that acts as a check post like structure. Next, you are going to see about the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is present in the cytoplasm. We can imagine that cytoskeleton with that of our skeletal system in our body. Imagine that without a skeleton, how we can able to stand. All the muscles will not able to stand it erect. It will come and close to the surface of the floor. Without a skeleton, we could not able to perform anything like anything in our body. Likewise, the plant is also having the cytoskeleton, which consists of the microfilaments, microtubules and fibers to provide a perfect shape to the cell. Main thing is the cytoskeleton that plays a very important role in the shape of the cell and anchorage of the organelle. Anchorage of the organelle means the organs that will go and stick to the bones of the cytoskeleton and stimulate the cell movement. Actually, it's not exactly the bone, it is like the microfilaments, fiber like structure and tubules which together that forms a network like structure which provides a perfect shape to the cells by means of the cytoskeleton. Next, we shall see about the endoplasmic reticulum. We know generally the endoplasmic reticulum is like a network, it is small and it has a number of tubes, that is tubular structures that divides the cell into cell surface into two parts. One is luminal and extraluminal likewise. And we know that endoplasmic reticulum is of two types. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, it contains ribosome. Another one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum that lacks the ribosomes and therefore it is smooth. If the ribosome is present in the endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. If the ribosome is not seen in the endoplasmic reticulum, means the endoplasmic reticulum will be very smooth. That's why we are calling that as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Next one is nucleus. Nucleus that plays a very important role in the eukaryotic cell. Here the nucleoplasm enclosed with the nucleus that contains DNA and the proteins. The proteins present over here is the histone proteins. If the histone protein is present, means absolutely we can say that type of the nucleus is well developed. Here the nuclear envelope that consists of two layers. One is the outer membrane and another one is the inner membrane. Both the membranes are permeable to ions, molecules and the RNA material. Yes, see, actually when in prokaryotes the nuclear envelope is absent, but in case of eukaryotes, two layers of the nuclear membrane is present. One is outer membrane and another one is the inner membrane. And this membrane, what is the actual role of the nuclear membrane means it's also like a plasma membrane, that is it may permit some of the components, that is ions and molecules and some materials, that is exit and the entry of the molecule that takes place in the nuclear membrane. And ribosome production also takes place inside the nucleus, obviously we know this. And next one is Golgi complex, that is our Golgi apparatus. It is of a flat, it is very flat discus shaped structure called the cisternae. Actually, Golgi complex is absent in the red blood cells of the humans and some cells like sieve cells of the plants. They are arranged parallelly and concentrated near the nucleus. They'll be seeing like a mesh-like structure to the surface of the nucleus. Something that gets concentrated near the nucleus is nothing but our Golgi apparatus. It is an important site for the formation of the glycoproteins and the glycolipids. Actually, the proteins, when synthesized from the ribosomes, some of the carbohydrate complex is to be added in the Golgi complex. That's what it is. We are calling that as a glycoproteins and the glycolipids. Next one is ribosomes. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are the mains. Only we can say only thing in the ribosome is the protein synthesis. That's all, actually. But somehow the research is going on. We can't able to predict the structure, internal structure of the ribosomes, how the protein gets synthesis. Everything is imaginary. We don't know what is happening inside the ribosomes lumen. Next is mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells. Why? Because it produces energy in the form of ATP. It also has the outer membrane and the inner membrane. And the inner membrane is divided into folds called the cristae. Actually, the mitochondria helps in the regulation of the metabolism of the cell also. Main thing, the mitochondria present is because of the production of the energy in the form of the ATP. Actually, mitochondria, if the cell, the number of mitochondria present in the cell depends upon the activity of the cell. If the cell is highly active, means in that cell the presence of number of mitochondria will also be high. Why? Because if the cell is active, it needs some energy to do its function well, so that if there is a number of mitochondria is there inside the cell, means the mitochondria can able to produce number of ATP which will satisfy the requirement of the cell. Next one is the lysosome. Lysosome, that is called as a suicidal bag. Suicidal bag means it has some enzymes which is present in the lysosomes. What all this enzyme is? The hydrolytic enzymes. Hydrolytic enzymes like lipase, hydrolases, likewise. Why we are calling that lysosome as a suicidal bag means, if there is any unwanted substance which is present in the cell, means it will be engulfed by the lysosome, and the materials which entered into the lysosome will be digested by the hydrolytic enzymes like lysozyme, hydrolases, and like lipases to digest proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, and the nucleic acid which is unwanted, which is present in the inside the cell. Next one is the plastid. In case of the plants, the plastid will be present. There are double membrane structure are found only in the plant cells. Actually, plastid is specifically present in the plant cells. The plastids is of three different types. One is chloroplast, another one is chromoplast, another one is the leucoplast. Chloroplast means it contains chlorophyll. We know that. The chlorophyll which involves in the process of the protein synthesis. Likewise, chromo means it means that it is a pigment. The chromoplast, that contains a pigment called carotene that provides the plants yellow, red, orange, and some colors. Leucoplasts that are colorless and stores oils, fat, carbohydrates, and proteins, etc. And this is a eukaryotic cell diagram. It has ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, plasma membrane, cell coat, nucleus, nucleolus, chromatin, nucleopore, nuclear envelope, Golgi complex, centriole, free ribosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, cytoplasm, mitochondria, all these organelles and all we have seen earlier. Next thing, we have to differentiate the prokaryotic cell with that of the eukaryotic cell. In the definitions, its first characteristic feature is definition. Any cells that contains a clear defined nucleus with the membrane is a eukaryotic cell. In case of the prokaryotic cell, unicellular, that is single cellular, it doesn't contains developed nucleus and the nuclear membrane. Examples for the eukaryotic cell is animal, plant, fungus and protista cells. Here bacteria and archaea. Nucleus is present, membrane bound. Prokaryotic cell, it is in the form of nucleoid. And the cell size of the eukaryotic cell is 10 to 100 micrometers, and the prokaryotic cell is very small, that is less than 5 micrometers. The DNA replication is in eukaryotes is highly regulated. Here replicates entire genome at only once. Organism type is in eukaryotes is multicellular. In case of prokaryotes, unicellular. In case of chromosomes, the eukaryotic cell has more than one. Prokaryotes having only one DNA along with the plasmid. Only one DNA means the circular DNA. Ribosomes is large in case of eukaryotes, small in case of prokaryotes. Generation time is slower in case of eukaryotes, faster in prokaryotes. Organelles present. Most of the organelles with the double membrane is present in the eukaryotes. In prokaryotic cells, almost the organs is absent. Ability to store hereditary information. All the eukaryotes have this ability to store the hereditary information, and also the prokaryotes will have also this hereditary informations. In case of cell wall, prokaryotes simple present in the plants and the fungus. In case of prokaryotes, complex cell wall is present. Plasma membrane is present in both the eukaryotes and also the prokaryotes, and cytoplasm is also present in both the eukaryotes and also the prokaryotes. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.